What's going on, guys? All right. So I guess the crypto darling or the flavor of the year for 2025 is XRP. It's made a lot of millionaires. There are a whole lot of articles and speculators and analysts jumping on the bandwagon, $6, $10 price target. And you know what? I'm all fine with that. That's freaking awesome. You know what? XRP has printed a couple of millionaires so far. I may even know a few within my community and hell, maybe even my accountant. But let's really talk about what this means, right? When we're talking about price targets, right? And so for me, if I enter something at $1, price target 6, and let's say we know with 100% certainty that it's going to 6, I need to be able to maximize that range. So if I run it up to 4 and I see a pivot point, that means $3, 1 to 3. 1 to 4, $3, right? From 4 back to 1, right? Because, we have these cycles. 2017 XRP ran as well. So we have these cycles. So from 4 to 1. All right. So now we make another $3. From 1 to 6. Now we make another $5, right? So we make $11 on a $6 uh, speculation, right? Makes sense. That's why I like to trade oscillations. That's the beauty of being a trader. Now, you do have the passive investor, one who's just going to buy, hold, and send it on its way. But let's get to the articles here, right? Because we got XRP sold, ton lead the way in upward sell-off. We have $4,000 in XRP, made millionaires at 2017. Shiba Inu did it with less in 2021, and one new altcoin. So obviously now we got a new altcoin. It's just uh, doing its thing, right? I think it's the Bitcoin, right? Ethereum and XRP lead charted $88 million liquidation. Woo! XRP rally hits the brakes as token collapses by 8%. Now let's go ahead and look at this on the chart, right? Because there shouldn't be any fear mongering, and there shouldn't be any of that, right? There shouldn't be any I guess instigators of hope, and there shouldn't be any fear mongering, right? We're going to go ahead and look at the chart. Now, before we get to XRP, guys, we're looking at NQ. This was a trade design down for my members over at Trade 1348. You saw this trade design. You took it all the way down to 1.5 to 1. That this is major money, right? Basically traded with $1,000, made 2,500 right here. Now let's go ahead and look at XRP. Now, crypto is a little different in that your time horizon needs to be a little bit larger. So let's do Coinbase here. Now, we're on the 5 minute and very much the same, right? So is this a crypto or is this an XRP issue or is this a broader market issue? Is this simply following the broader market? Now, before the market opened, we had the US Japan trade deal. And so the market, moved up, moved up. And then, of course, you got to expect profit taking. So, profit taking is going to be the theme of which I'm going to share with you. Now, what we see here, this red, this deep red, this is our GT500, right? This tells me there's complete shift in momentum. And then what we do is we use VWAP here, this magenta line, right? You're below VWAP, it's bearish. Well, what we like to do is use that to cancel out the noise, right? So we see bullish sentiment here in this segment, but VWAP cancels out that noise, right? We could see other times of which this has happened. So green here, yes, we're above VWAP. We're solid. There you go. We're trying, it says bearish here, but we're trying to break VWAP to the downside. Does not quite happen until it does. And then, ta-da, you know, XRP, not necessarily to the moon. And that's not a bad thing, right? That just means that there's profit taking. Now we have to go to a larger time horizon. I have to show you guys a larger time horizon here, right? And in the larger time horizon, it may just make you feel better, right? Now, if your price target is $6, you really don't give a damn about this, but I'm pretty sure you do give a damn about this, right? The number of views that XRP is generating is insane. So let's go ahead and get on over to the 4 hour. We can see right here in a 4 hour structure. That's it, right? It hit a high. We're talking support and resistance, the structure there, right? What we could also see is just really plainly, we have structure right here at 297, and that's on the 4 hour. Okay. Now on the 4 hour, what we also see is we have our GT 500 saying, hey, the trend is over and we're now also below VWAP. So I need to make sure that if I'm going to have a bearish thesis, that we close below VWAP. And what you might see is a correction down to 297, which is profit taking, right? Now, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. If we jumped in, we were signaled here, right? This is an entry point here at 221 to ride it all the way up to 364. Wow. Impressive, right? And for those people who actually did jump in that time, you know what? They deserve to take their profits, right? The market is not, it's, there's no fucking sense of community in the market, right? It's everyone for themselves. And people are going to take profit, they're going to take profit. And people who know where to take profit will take profit, right? So that's that. Now let's go on over to the 1 hour and see what we could do here. It becomes clear as day on the 1 hour, right? In fact, we have a level that printed right here that is also clear as day. That this level is acting as a support here, right? And so we can see that there. 329 is a major number, right? But what we also have to do is recapture VWAP, and VWAP is going to be at 336. So here is the game plan here, right? If you're looking to buy Solana as cheap as possible, maybe you want to wait for the break below 323 and look for, an entry here, right? If you are bullish on Solana, right, this is probably what you want to do. Now, if you're holding, right, you are rooting for the break of VWAP, right, to recapture, right? So if you feel like you're a back holder, maybe you bought it at the top, you are hoping for a break above VWAP. Now, let me go ahead and hide the candles because I know it's really, really hard to see VWAP, right? Zoom out in there. But VWAP is this magenta color right there, right? And price action needs to break above that. And so that's where we are, right? It's really not doom and gloom, but it's like it's also not a time to go ahead and saying, hey, $6 is the price target, or $10 is the price target. I think the target's your target. You make money, the target's your target. And if you're comfortable in trading, yeah, do it. Honestly. So yeah, XRP. Wow, what a year. Let's go ahead and look at it on the year. Let's bring this up on the yearly. Let's see. Right up here. Let's go 12 months. And yeah, in 12 months. I mean, yeah, nice. Let's go ahead and see what it's done month over. There you go. Consolidation. Oh my, if you got in at 40 cents, 60 cents, right at the beginning, God bless you, 65 cents. I believe this is where my accountant told me he got in right at this very moment. Essentially, the break of VWAP here, taking it all the way up. Anyways, you know what? XRP to the moon? Sure. Right. Can you trade the damn thing? Absolutely. Yeah. But don't let your emotions get tied up in fear mongering and all this SEC nonsense or whatever, right? It's cyclical. Things don't go up forever. And of course, they don't come down forever as long as there's interest. It'll run. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm signing out. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. If you want me to go ahead and check out other crypto coins and try them out for you, let me know. Let me know down in the comments. All right. This is Gabe signing out. Peace.